Friday Night Baseball now from the Big A, Angel Stadium of Anaheim. Tonight, Game 2 of this 4-game weekend set between the Seattle Mariners and the Los Angeles Angels of Anaheim. It's Angels baseball next on the show. Griffin Canning, the California-born right-hander, is on the mound. What do you have for us on him, Danny?
Well, one thing to look out for him, Matt, is if he can avoid the big inning. It's not that big of a deal to give up a run here and there, but sometimes he can be prone to giving up 3 or 4 in an inning, and that kind of derails the whole start when that happens. Limit the damage, and he'll be just fine.
The next batter will be Evan White. He'll get us started in this one under the lights. First offering on its way. Second of 4 here on a Friday night as the game's first pitch is taken for strike 1. So, fellas, this Angels team entering play here tonight. They come in looking to make it 2 in a row as they were winners last time out.
Yeah, Matty, the first game of any series is super important. You have a chance to set the tone. Whether it's 3-game set or a 4-game set, you take the first one, you put that other team on their heels.
Half swing here, but it won't matter. It's strike 3 called anyway, and that's out number 1.
You know, I'm not quite sure how that strikeout will be scored, looking or swinging. He tried to check his swing, but I'm pretty sure the home plate umpire was ringing him up regardless.
Into the box, Luis Torrens, as he will take strike 1 on the fastball here. No balls and a strike. Here's a guy who could use a 3 for 4. He's got that batting average still down in the 190s. 2 home runs, 9 driven in. Here's the 0-1. There's a fastball pretty close that time, but ruled a ball. 1-1. Temperature here at game time 61 degrees. 1 out, nobody on. Swing and a liner, but a foul ball. 1-2 the count now. Into the windup and the pitch.
Oh.
On a line, that's a base hit into left field.
Batting third, the left fielder, Sam Haggerty.
To the plate now, Sam Haggerty. Yes, he pops the first pitch foul behind the plate.
Hey, this guy's got a chance to be an absolute steal. Being drafted where he was, there are definite signs that he has a chance to make an impact at the big league level.
Comes set with the 0-1. Here's a blooper out toward left center. Here comes Upton. He can't get there as it falls in.
Hey, a little top of the order lightning right here, Dan. The second and third guys in the batting order throw knocks out there, and now you're staring a monster in the face.
D-Row, this is just what you don't want to face as a pitcher, right? You get the 2 and 3 hole guys up, and all of a sudden now it's 4, 5, and 6 going to have to get through the meat of this tough batting order.
As he will look at a first pitch fastball for ball 1. He's back in the starting lineup for this one after sitting out last night's game. One 0 count. Here it is. And he misses again here. 2-0 to the Mariner third baseman.
And now on 2-0, you just can't lay a fastball in there, or he could make it 3-0 before you know it. It's all about limiting the damage in this situation.
2-1. Torrens at second. Haggerty is over at first with 1 away. Fouled away.
Lucky he got a piece right there. He was definitely late on that pitch after seeing a previous off-speed pitch.
And he fouls this one off. Ready with another 2-2. Fouled off. The 2-2. A swing, and he pops him up on the infield, and the infield fly rule will be in effect here. And here's a look at the starting lineup for the visiting Seattle Mariners. What do we need to know about these guys for this evening's matchup on the road, D-Row?
Well, Matty, you take a look at this lineup and one thing jumps out. The fact that there is a ton of swing and miss up and down the lineup. They lead the league in strikeouts, and I'll tell you what, could become a big problem today if this guy's hitting the outside corner.
The batter will be Shed Long Jr. As the first pitch here's a bit high, it's ball one. Lifetime versus this arm. Just a couple of matchups, no hits in 2 at-bats. The set and the 1-0. Pulled toward right center field. The move is Trout. He's got it. A great running play, and that'll retire the side. Mariners leave a couple. M's nothing. Angels coming up. It's Major League Baseball on the show. Leger Newsom is ready to go as he'll be on the mound for the Mariners. What do we need to know here, Danny?
Hey, this guy is one of the better pitchers in the league, and one stat that jumps out, take a look at that strikeout to walk ratio. That's about as good as it gets. And look for him to dominate in this one.
Now at the plate here is David Fletcher. He'll lead things off here in the bottom half of the first.
The second baseman.
Here's the pitch.
David Fletcher.
And fellas, you take a look at these Seattle Mariners at the start of play here tonight. They come in not exactly setting the world on fire as they've dropped 5 of their last 8 ball games.
Yeah, guys, dropping yesterday was a heartbreaker without question. But you know what? You find a way. You show up to the yard today, you get out of the cab, and you watch countless hours of video, and you try and formulate a game plan to get this back to 500. 1-1 to start the road trip, and you're moving in the right direction.
The windup and the 0-2 pitch. And he'll try to get him to chase the fastball there, but he lays off 1-2.
Love the high heater right there to raise the hitter's sights. Let's see if he buries something in the dirt right here.
The 1-2. High and deep down the left field line. And it's a foul ball. Here he comes on a ball and 2 strikes. A swing and a ground ball to third. Throw to first is in time for the first out.
Batting second, the shortstop, Jose Iglesias.
Here's the shortstop now, Jose Iglesias. And he's got that batting lineup near the 300 mark entering play. Wheels and deals. Here's the first pitch. Now the fastball is swung on and missed.
One thing I'm going to keep my eye on with this young starter on the mound is how he's able to stay ahead of hitters. It makes pitching at this level a lot easier. And when you're trying to establish yourself in the big leagues, you're going to have a much better time doing that if you attack hitters from the get-go.
Looking for the strikeout. Here's the 0-2 pitch. Swing and a miss on the changeup, and there are 2 gone.
One of the toughest pitches to hit, the straight changeup, right? El Cambio. Hadn't seen it in that entire at bat. And what happens? Gets the string pulled on him right there. Had no chance to put that ball in play.
And that'll bring Mike Trout to the dish. First shot for him here as he comes in currently leading the junior circuit in hitting.
This season really shouldn't come as a surprise to many. We all know what kind of skill this guy produces when he has a bat in his hands.
First pitch on its way. And a ball 1-0.
Well, he punched out the last guy, but he didn't get any favors from the blue on the first pitch in this at-bat. Probably should be ahead of this hitter instead of behind.
2 out, nobody on. Counts even to Trout, 1-1.
Some guys are great low ball hitters, but most guys, especially guys with pop like this, they're hunting for the ball belt high and above. So that was a nicely spotted fastball down in the zone.
And the pitch misses low and away for ball 2. Just off the outside that time, laid off for a ball.
They know the threat this guy poses at the plate. I know it's a 3-1 in this situation right here, but I cannot believe for the life of me this pitcher is going to come anywhere near the middle of the zone.
Into his motion, here comes the 3-1. 3-2 now. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Three-two pitch. Grounder down the line at third, but this will get foul, so they'll do it again. 3-2. Now a swinging bunt. Hit on the ground to short. Crawford has it. And a leap over at first, but he comes down with his foot on the bag to record the out. Whew. Angels go down 1-2-3. Still no score. And that'll bring in J.P. Crawford. And as you can tell easily from the splits, he's really struggled away from their home ballpark. First offering on its way. Fastball taken, but that gets the zone for a strike. And a pitch in the dirt as he lays off. It's 1-1. And set up behind the dish is Eric Summersgill as you see the rest of the umpiring crew there.
You know what, Dan? I'm always baffled when Eric Summersgill's behind the dish because he has a tendency to favor one side of the plate.
You know, that's one of the things I think pitchers get a little bit frustrated with the E-train at times. It's like, hey, if you're going to give me that inside corner, give it to me, but don't keep moving the dish around on me all game.
He's fallen behind now, 3-1. And he takes a cold strike at the knees, and that'll run things full.
Great job on those last 2 pitches of varying speeds. Gave him a hard fastball, and then he locked him up with a changeup.
3-2 pitch. And that misses for ball 4, so it's a leadoff walk here to start the second.
Man, when you don't get a call on a pitch that good, you have to wonder if maybe it's personal. You can't blame him for being angry, but he's got to find a way to move on and focus on the next batter.
Next to hit, Braden Bishop. First chance for him here with a man on following the leadoff walk. From the belt, the pitch. Here's a curveball that runs outside. It's ball 1. Crawford on at first, nobody out. Swing and a liner. Trout is there, and he has it for the first out.
Batting 8, the center fielder, number 28, Jake Fraley.
So now into the box is Jake Fraley. In his career versus this pitcher, he's hitless in 3 at-bats. He comes set. Here's the 0-0 pitch. Popped up. Rendon moving to his left. And he brings it in for the second out of the inning. And now in the box, Dylan Moore, hitless in 4 tries in the ball game yesterday. First pitch coming, here it is. Hit softly on the ground to first. Barehanded at his knees.
Wow.
And give it up on a phenomenal play to retire the side. Mariners leave 1. We'll go to the bottom of the second, no score. And now here is Anthony Rendon. He's currently 9th in the American League batting race entering play.
Guy continues to swing a hot bat. Hit over 300 last month. We'll see if he can keep scorching here in this one.
Here's the first pitch to him. And that fastball's taken but catches the outer third.
What a well-executed fastball right there. Down and away. If you're going to do any damage with that pitch, you have to think up the middle the other way, and you have to be diving and leaning out over that thing.
Into the windup. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. Well below the knees, laid off on the changeup there. Still 1-2 as he fouls it away. Into the windup and the pitch. Hard hit at third. Throw on to first, and one third baseman grounds out to the other, one away.
Batting fifth, the first baseman, Jared Walsh.
Ready now is Jared Walsh, and he's a guy looking to break out in a big way. Hasn't been getting the results he or his club have been hoping for. 1 ball, no strikes the count. And he misses again, 2-0.
I can't tell you how big a pitch that is right there to be called a ball. 2-0 as an offensive player, man, it's almost 70% fastball. 1-1, he opens up the entire arsenal to get you out.
Can't find the zone there, and it's 3-1.
That's a good take on a fastball out of the zone. Hey, I get it. He's looking for a ball to drive, but that ball was a little bit too far up in the zone. That's one you normally pop right up.
Yanked on the ground down the line, but this will wind up foul as he runs the count full now. And it's fouled away. The 3-2 one more time. And he looks at one that misses, and that's an excellent job of making his man throw a lot of pitches as he toughs out a walk.
Well, he gives up the walk, but that was a really good pitch. Might have been just out of the zone, but not by much. A lot of guys would have gone fishing for that pitch, so sometimes the hitter just outlasts you.
Here's Justin Upton now, as he will take a fastball in there at the knees for strike one. First shot for him here with a runner at first now and one away. The 0-1 pitch. Bottom of the second here with no score. And he pops him up here on 0-2 as this is drifting toward the right side of the infield. Long takes charge, and he's got it. 2 down.
That's exactly what they wanted out of that pitch up in the zone. They took him up the ladder, and he couldn't get up to it. So that was an easy pop-out. Well-executed pitch there.
In now, Kurt Suzuki. Fouled away. He takes his first cuts in this one with a man at first and 2 away. A ball and a strike to count to Suzuki. And he fouls this one off. The 1-2. Fouled off. Now a high fly ball headed for the corner in left. It has the distance. And this one is gone. A home run.
まさか持ってかれるか。
So a two-run home run off the bat of Kurt Suzuki. Home run number 9 on the year, and the Angels are now out to a 2-0 lead.
Wow, talk about a guy getting hot, right? Hits a bomb, hit one yesterday. Usually when he gets hot, he starts to hit them in bunches, and this could be the beginning of a very, very good hot streak.
Batting eighth, the designated hitter.
Here's Albert now. As he lays off a fastball too low for ball 1. He'll enter play here with that average down in the low 200s. 6 home runs and 17 RBIs. Line toward right center. That gets down, and he's got himself a base hit. He's through first and hustling for second. Not in time, and he's in there with a double.
Everyone knows that this guy's numbers are not where he wants them to be so far this year, but you never know by that swing. He looked fluid and confident, driving that pitch for a double. We'll see if that gets him going a bit.
Here's Dexter Fowler now. And there's a swing and a miss at an off-speed pitch to start him out. 0-1. Runner in scoring position with 2 gone. Oh, 0-1. Here it comes.
Wow, that's 40 pitches for him already. This doesn't have the makings of a start that he's going to go very deep.
And it's fouled away. Again, he sends it out of play. Here's another 1-2. Weak chopper to the left side. Now he drops a changeup on strike 3 called, and a great pitch there to retire the side. But 2 come across to score in the inning, courtesy of this 2-run home run. We've played 2, and the Angels are out on top now, 2-0. Back to the top of the order now, and up next is Evan White.
Hey, Matty, they need to get some offense going in this one. Getting a run back in this inning, give them a little bit of confidence that they can keep up in this game.
Swing and a blooper down the right field line. Coming on is Fowler, but he won't get there. It falls in.
Well, that's what's so disappointing as a pitcher, D-Row. You make a really good pitch, and yet this guy's so big and so strong, he's able to muscle it into right field for a base hit.
Yeah, you hand your batting gloves to the first base coach right there, and you thank your lucky stars. That's a nice AB.
Standing in now, Luis Torrens, as he will swing and miss on a fastball on the outer half. It's strike 1. A base hit in his first trip. Nothing in 1 count. Here it comes. And this one's in the dirt. And a bad time for that as the runner takes second here. A runner at second, nobody out. Fouled away.
I love everything this pitcher's got working right now. He's got presence. He's got great body language on the mound. He's got fastball command and a nice early feel for his off-speed stuff.
This is in the air out to right. And that's taken in straightaway right. Will he try from second?
Wow.
And Fowler won't gun him down. He's in safely at third. Next for Seattle, Sam Haggerty. He collected a base hit his first time up. From the stretch, as he'll take a look at a slider here that misses for ball 1. Now the 1-0.
It's a lot easier to hit when you're putting yourself in good hitters counts. This guy's done a great job not swinging at pitchers' pitches. And when he's getting the ball in the zone, he's getting the barrel to it. He's been hot lately.
And he'll lay the fastball in here to get the count back to 2-1.
Hey, usually the second time through the order, you start seeing an incorporation of some more off-speed stuff. But this guy's locating, feeling really good about his fastball. 2 back-to-back.
Strike 3 called, and now he's 1 out away from getting out of this.
That strikeout changes the whole complexion of the inning. He was definitely pitching for it with a runner on third and 1 out, and he got it. Now it's going to take a hit or something like a wild pitch to get that guy home.
Here's the third baseman now, Kyle Seager, as he'll take a look at ball 1. 0 for 1 for him here in this one. The 1-0 is chased out of the zone for strike 1.
止まらんか。
Men on third with 2 down. One and 2
い
now.
やー、また振ってました。
Trying to do way too much up there for what I can tell. He knows that's a big run
Hey,
standing
no,
there
no.
at third, but that swing was way out of control. You still have to stay within yourself and look for your pitch.
Had to wait back on the changeup, and he did a good job just to make contact.
He's got a good feel for his off-speed pitches second time through the order, and we just saw 3 in a row.
Popped him up.
あー、結局
Suzuki
打てず
has a
か。
play. And the inning is over. 1 left for Seattle. They're still down. It's 2-0.
Welcome back. The Angels are set to hit here in the third inning, and hit is something that they have done very well this season. Within the league, they rank among the leaders in batting average, on-base percentage, and slugging. When asked about their offense, the players I talked with all brought up how multifaceted their talent is, saying they've got guys that can spray the ball around, guys that work counts and draw walks, and of course plenty of guys that can go deep in driving runs. Their numbers certainly confirm that, guys.
And leading
Thank
off
you,
for
Heidi.
the Angels, the second
Bottom of the
baseman,
inning now, and that'll bring in the second baseman, David Fletcher. Now here's the first offering, as he looks at a fastball that misses off the plate for ball 1. And he watches one split the middle here, 1-1. Fastball called strike, 1-2. To 2 balls and 2 strikes now.
I know he missed with a fastball right there, but this guy's arsenal, you can't figure out what he's trying to do. He's got a lot of different directions he could go in right here.
Ball 3. 3-2 now.
Well, you don't see it all that often, but this might be a good time for a 3-2 change. If he can locate it, it's nearly
Wow.
impossible to hit.
A leaping try, but it's out of his reach and into the outfield. And he'll pull into second here with nobody out.
No doubt about it. He was looking fastball all the way there, and that's exactly what he got. Got the barrel out front and just blasted it down the line for an extra base hit. Nobody out, runner in scoring position. Great opportunity here.
At the plate, Jose Iglesias, as he'll take a called strike at the knees. It's 0-1. Struck out in his first at-bat. Here's the pitch. Sent in the air out to straightaway center. Catch made in straightaway center as the runner tags from second. And he'll make it up to third safely here with 1 away. Digging in will be Mike Trout, 0 for 1 here in the early going. As the first pitch to him is in there for a called strike one. Slider, and that's in there for strike two.
Not much you're going to do with that pitch right there. You have to catch it out front before it even breaks, and even if you do that, it's a tough pitch to keep fair.
Hoping to send him packing. Pitch on its way. Fletcher stands at third with one gone in the inning. A ball and 2
いやー、
strikes.
なんか
Well, I'll tell you, he's not hitting over 300 by luck. He really knows the strike zone and his own strengths. That last take is a great example.
2-2 the count. From the belt, kicks and deals. Count remains 2-2.
Not surprised he's laid on a heater right there. Just saw an off-speed pitch. Wanted to stay back a little bit too long.
Full count, 3 balls and 2 strikes to the Angels center fielder. Now the 3-2 pitch. And he'll get to see another one. It'll be the 10th pitch of this at-bat. Payoff pitch on its way. A line shot to third base. And it got there so quickly the runner didn't get very far from the bag. They settle with just the 1 out.
いやー、強烈やな。
Third baseman.
And digging in next will be Anthony Rendon. Wheels and deals. Here's the first pitch. On the ground up the middle. And that's through into center field. Base hit. And that'll bring home run number 3. It's now a 3-0 cushion.
He took that back right where it came from. Nice ribby knock right up the chute there.
A little bit frustrating as a pitcher. You always hear that, hey, you want to make yourself one of the defenders, but that ball was hit just out of his reach, right up the middle, base hit, and another run batted in.
At the plate now, Jared Walsh. Ball 1 to start the at-bat. The 1-0 is a changeup that drops below the knees for a ball.
They obviously circled him before the game that they were not going to let him beat them. Walked him this first time up, and now they're nibbling again.
2 out with the man at first. 2-2. Hit hard on the ground at first. A dive, but he can't get a glove on it. It's through for a base hit. He'll hold at second, and there are 2 aboard now.
Hey, this guy's been slumping at the plate. Saw his average fall below 240 prior to this at bat. That knock had to feel good.
やばいな。
Now time is called, and this could very well be to buy a few more pitches for those relievers. Justin Upton the next to hit, as he'll take a called strike here on a borderline pitch at strike 1. 2 on, 2 out for him here in the third. And he lays off
い
for
やー、入
ball
ってな
one.
いか。
You can really tell about how
Yeah,
effective this
I
guy's going to be
think
when
so.
guys are swinging at that changeup. So far in this one, they've been real smart to let it go.
And that's through into center field. Base hit. They're going to extend their lead as the runner scores from second. That makes it a 4-0 ball game.
The batter, the catcher, Kurt Suzuki.
Stepping in now, Kurt Suzuki. Fly ball right down the line in left. And Haggerty's under it to make the play and
4
retire the
点は
side.
きついな。
Gotta love a night at the ballpark. These fans certainly are. We're back to Friday Night Baseball on the show after this. All set for the start of the inning, and set to go is the second baseman, Shed Long Jr.
The second baseman, Shed Long Jr.
First pitch on the way as he looks at a fastball that's in there for strike one. That's lifted the other way
い
out
や
to
ー、
left.
詰まった。
And this is taken in by Upton for the first out. Good time now to check out the Angels' Road to the Show report as you see a couple of guys in the upper levels of the minors that have been making waves of late. So now to the plate, J.P. Crawford. As he'll take a look at a pitch too low, it's ball one. High in the air out to center field. Trout has a read on it. He's got it, and there are two down now. Digging in next, Braden Bishop hit it hard but lined out in his first at-bat. The pitch. As he'll watch a first pitch curveball drop in there for strike one. No runs, 3 hits, and no errors in the game for the Mariners to this point. In there, and it's 0-2 now.
There's another pitch for a strike, and this guy's really attacking hitters well tonight, being aggressive early on. And if he continues to throw strikes like he is, he's going to have a pretty good night.
And here's a fastball on 0-2, but it misses. 1-2 now.
High fastball right there with a 2-strike count. You know what that might be doing? Setting up the next pitch. Could be that hard slider down and away. Something breaking down and away off the plate.
2 balls and 2 strikes now. Here now the 2-2. Jake Fraley would be next. Now the payoff pitch home. Gets him looking, strike 3.
なあ。
Mariners are down in order. They trail here 4-0. Welcome back to Anaheim as we check in with Heidi Watney.
Matt, I had a chance to discuss the state of the Angels offense with their manager between innings. And one thing he mentioned is how well they're doing at simply putting the ball in play. We looked into the numbers, and as a team, they've had a contact rate of over 85% in this game, meaning that when they swing the bat, they're missing the ball less than 15% of the time. To put that into context, the very best teams in baseball usually are right around 80% for an entire season. So at least for today, they're displaying an amazing ability to put wood to ball.
All right, Heidi, thank you.
Hmm. どうしようか。変えるべきか。もうちょい引っ張るか。
Ready to deal. Here comes the first pitch. Albert Pujols is at the plate as he watches ball one. And he won't bite at that one either. It's 2-0.
Well, it's been a rough one so far. 4 runs through 3 innings. It's about time to get that pitch count down or he won't be out here very long.
Two balls and a strike.
このバッターまでか。
And it's 2 balls and 2 strikes now.
You could bet he wants that one back at the plate right now. That's a pitch you normally see a guy drive if he has the right approach going.
3-2. The count is full to the Angels DH.
You do not want to walk the 8-hole hitter. It just opens up so many options. Do we bunt him over to second with the 9-hole hitter? Do we try and play for that big rally with the top of the order coming up? This is a huge pitch. You can't allow this guy to walk.
Here comes the Seattle skipper on his way to the mound, and it looks as though that's going to be all for his starter here tonight. So a less than stellar performance here tonight as he makes the early exit and forces that bullpen into action much earlier than anticipated. Cannon Middleton answers the call from the pen here in the 4th as they didn't get the outing they were hoping for from their starter. Three-two pitch. Now a ball hit foul off to the right and up into the crowd. And did he hold up in time? A look down, and no, he went around. It's strike 3. Final line there for the Mariners starting pitcher. Not the night he or his club were hoping for.
Well, this certainly wasn't what they were looking for in this one. They were hoping to get some innings, but you could see right from the get-go he just didn't have it in this one, lasting only 3 innings. A lot of outs now to get from that bullpen.
Dexter Fowler is next as he finds himself behind 0-1.
A good fastball above the belt is normally a pitch that batters love to take a rip at, but that one froze him.
And he fouls this one off. Nothing in 2 count, and the pitch. And another foul ball.
Man, he's going to be kicking himself when he goes and watches the video after this one. That's a changeup, 2 strikes in the wheelhouse. You cannot miss that pitch.
1-2 pitch coming to Fowler, fouled off. Lifted the other way down the left field line. And that'll get down for what should be extra bases. And he'll pull into second with 1 away. Wow, this is a perfect example of a wily veteran doing what needs to be done to deliver for his team.
Yeah, and just watch this swing. Instead of trying to do too much with it and pull it, he stays inside the ball and is able to smack it to the opposite field for a double.
He's 1 for 2 in this one. Nothing in 1 count. Here it comes. Good hard slider there, but it runs away. It's a ball and a strike. 2 balls and a strike to the Angels leadoff hitter. And the 2-1.
あ
Line drive, and that's a
また
base
抜
hit
け
into
る
center
か。
field. And they'll add another as this is now a 5-0 game.
止まらん
So another run is in to score on the base hit. Their 5th run of these first 4 innings. And with that, let's take a look at the American League team leaders in terms of runs scored. And you can see there that the Halos are currently tops in the junior circuit in that very category. In now, Jose Iglesias as he takes a fastball off the plate for a ball 1-0. He's 0 for 2 in the ball game so far.
序盤失点が多いな。
2 balls and no strikes.
Hey, the bullpen needs to step up in this situation. I
こ
gotta
れは
believe the
悪い
manager
流
was
れや
hoping
な。
for way more than this.
Too tight with
で、ま
that
た
one.
ストライクが入らん
3-0.
という。
Trouble waiting next
で
as you
次
see
がま
Mike
たあ
Trout
の
in the
バッ
on
タ
deck
ー
circle.
か。
Iglesias in
嫌なバッ
front,
ターやな。
3-1. The 3-1 finds the zone to fill the count 3-2.
I think it's a real possibility that they put that run on first in motion. That would help them stay out of that double play that would end the inning, but that's also kind of risky at the same time.
He'll try it again, 3-2. Skied down the left field line. And they can't run it down. Fletcher, the runner at first with 1 gone in the inning. And he can only battle for so long as he's finally set down here after an 8-pitch at-bat. Here's the center fielder, Mike Trout. 3rd trip to the plate for him here tonight. 0 for 2 at this point. Here's the first pitch to him. As he'll take a look at a strike on the outside corner, it's 0-1. Tries to shave the corner with that pitch, but it's 1-1. 5 runs, 8 hits, and no errors to this point for the Angels. The 1-1. He's running. Pitch misses low. The throw down. And he'll be tagged out at second base. Trying to get into scoring position, but instead the inning is over. Another look at the throw down that results in a 3rd out on the bases. We're back to Friday Night Baseball on the show after this. Welcome back. Heidi Watney standing by as we get set for the top of the 5th.
Thanks, Matt. I talked with Mariners manager Scott Service during the break about his team's offensive performance so far. And one thing he stressed to me was the need for them to have better at-bats when they've got runners on base. They've had their opportunities with runners in scoring position, but still have 0 hits to show for it in those situations. He said repeatedly not coming through with the big hit can wear on you as a team, but in this sport, you have to dwell on the positives. He's confident they'll find a way to break through sooner or later.
All right, Heidi, thank you. First offering on its way. Jake Fraley is in to start things off here as he looks at a called strike. It's 0-1.
When you're hitting at the bottom of the order, you better be keyhole in the middle of the plate. You cannot allow pitches like that.
Upton's under it. Makes the play, 1 away. Striding forward now is the DH, Dylan Moore, grounded out in his last at-bat. Ball 1.
Man, coming out of the late rounds, you have to grind for everything. Nothing is given to you. And this guy has turned himself into a very solid big league ball player. That's a big accomplishment.
On the line, that's a base hit into left field.
That base hit was screaming off the bat, and our show track technology more than confirms it. 111 miles an hour was the exit velocity of that line drive.
Into the box, Evan White. Belted high and deep
これ
into
は
right
いったんちゃう
center.
か。
Back goes Trout
おー、いった
at the track, the wall, and goodbye. This one ain't coming back. So it's a two-run shot to right center. 6th home run on the season for him, and it's now a 5-2 game.
Man, he's kicking himself after that pitch. As soon as it left his hand, he knew it was a mistake. The next thing he knew, it was screaming through the night sky and over the fence.
Into the box now, Luis Torrens. As the first pitch to him runs a bit inside for ball 1. He's working on a 1-for-2 game so far. The 1-0 is swung on and missed. Strike one.
There's a pitch we haven't seen in a while. It's going to be tough on the hitters if they have to incorporate that into their mindset.
Grounder hit hard down the first
うわー、止め
baseline.
るか。
A dive, but it's off his glove. On to first, and there were 2 down. Next to stand in is Sam Haggerty. 1-for-2 with a base hit back in the first inning of play. And now a pitch on the way. High fly ball out to straightaway center. Trout is underneath this one. As he puts this one away, the side is retired. Mariners get a couple in the inning on the 2-run home run. Middle of the night from the Big A. It's the Angels 5 and the Mariners 2. And stepping in, Mike Trout 0-for-2 for him to this point.
The center fielder, Mike Trout.
He's set and the pitch. A fastball here as he'll take a look at ball 1, 1-0. On the corner away, a ball and a strike.
これで52分か。結構経っとるな。
A ball and 2 strikes now. They try to come in with the fastball, but it's too far in, and it's even at 2-2. And this is swung on and missed, and the American League's leading hitter is gone on strikes, 1 away.
Boy, that's really disappointing for a guy that has wheels, right? All he wants to do is get on base and take advantage of the strength of his game, which is his speed. But with a strikeout right there, you can't get on first base if you strike out.
In now is Anthony Rendon. As he'll go after the first pitch to him and comes up empty, it's strike 1. His career numbers in this matchup, not a big sample size, 0-for-1. And it's 1-1. The 1-1 is a fastball taken high for a ball. Pitch taken several inches below the zone, in fact.
Well, it's a pretty well-known fact that your batting average goes up as you get into more favorable hitters counts, and that's especially true when we're talking about this kind of hitter. Not a great spot to be in if you're the pitcher.
Hard hit ball to second. Throw gets him, 2 down.
Now batting.
Now to the plate, Jared Walsh. He steps in off a base hit in his last at-bat. He's ready. Here's the first pitch. As he'll try to hold back on the swing, but he went around for the first strike. 2 out, nobody on. And he goes against the shift there as this is on the ground to the left side. Throw won't be in time as he reaches it first.
That's a nice piece of hitting right there, Dan. He went heater up in the zone and then tried to drop the off speed, but he was on it.
Boy, Mark, that's the oldest trick in the book, right? You use one pitch to set up the other. This guy wasn't having any part of that.
Justin Upton
意外
is
と
in
ス
with
タ
two
ミナ
away
しょ
as
ぼ
he
いな。
takes a ball 1-0. A 2-0 count to the Angels left fielder.
If you've been paying attention, the guy on the mound does not want to come inside. If I'm at the plate, I'm leaning out over.
Anthony Misevich will come on out of the bullpen as he'll be appearing in his third game this season. And now a stoppage here as a balk has been called, and that could wind up being a costly one as it'll move that base runner into scoring position now with 2 away.
Boy, that's a tough pitch to take right there. I'm not sure if you're guessing or you're sitting on a pitch, but boy, that was awfully close to being called a strike.
And a good comeback there. It's 3-1.
It'll be interesting if he comes in the zone aggressively again here. With the base open, he doesn't have to.
Good pitch there. Had him a little out in front. Now the 3-2 pitch is swung on and missed. He got him on strikes. Angels leave one. They're still out in front, 5-2. Leading off the inning, it'll be Kyle Seager as they'll look to spark the offense and even things up. And now a pitch on the way. And the first pitch of the inning here misses down and in for a ball. It's 1-0. Some stirring now in that Angel bullpen as it'll be both a lefty and a righty that start to get loose. And that's right there, and we're even at 1.
Wow, I can't believe the hitter took that one. The pitcher absolutely got away with a hanger.
No offer on that one. 2 balls and a strike. The 2-1 is a slider that can't catch the outside.
Well, that backdoor breaking ball just missed right there. It's a very effective pitch. If you can hit the outside corner of that pitch, it's unhittable.
But this will be gloved out there at second as he didn't have far to go for the out.
The batter number 4, second baseman.
So next to hit is Shedlong Jr. He flew out in his last AB. First offering on its way.
Hey, struggling to find the release point of that curveball. That wasn't a very good one. Somehow he's just got to find that feel because that's a pitch he's going to need going forward.
Here's a little chopper up the middle. He's got it. And there are 2 away now. Now to bat, J.P. Crawford flew out last time up. Here's the pitch. Good breaking ball there. Had him frozen. Strike 1.
Now that pitch tells me this guy's feeling frisky right now. He's on. He's got everything working.
And it's fouled away. 5-2 is our score here in inning number 6. Lifts it into the air to shallow center. And no trouble for him as he makes the catch to end the inning. 1-2-3 go the Mariners. And the deficit remains 5-2. And now Kurt Suzuki.
And leading up for the Angels, the catcher, Kurt.
Wheels and deals. Here's the first pitch. And a called strike on the outside part of the plate. Fastball called for strike 2.
He'll be fine coming out of the bullpen in this one if he can keep the ball around the knees like that.
This is hit high in the air out toward left center. Fraley will slide over and put this one away, and that's out number one. And now the designated hitter for the Angels, Albert Pujols, 1 for 2 in the ball game thus far.
6
Infield
回
in
で
the
1時間
overshift
結
here.
構
Now
か
the
かってん
pitch.
の。
Good pitch there, called a strike on
8
the
回ぐらい
inside
行って
corner.
もいいレベルやけど。
Bases are empty, 1 man out. Now here's a comebacker back to the mound. And he'll just flip this on to first for the second out of the inning.
まあい
So
かに打
now
た
here
れてる
is
かって
Dexter
感じ
Fowler.
か。
A hit and 2 at-bats for him at this point in the ball game. Swing and a liner.
ああ、また打たれた。
And that'll get down for a 2-out single.
無理か。
Boy, so frustrating as a pitcher. You make a quality pitch on the inside half of the plate right there. Try to bust him in, D-Row, and he fights it off the other way.
Yeah, you tip your hat to the pitcher right there. He executed his pitch, but nice job by the offensive player fighting. It doesn't matter what it looks like. A knock's a knock.
He's 2 for 3 and looking for more here. And that misses 1-1. Hit in the air to left field. He's under it, and that ends the inning.
これで7回か。
Angels strand 1, and it remains 5-2. James Hoyt is on to pitch from the bullpen now to start inning number 7. Seventh inning ready to roll, and next will be a speed threat in the form of outfielder Braden Bishop.
完全に眠りモードやな。
First pitch on its way. Slow roller
あ
down
あ、
the
ど
third
んどん
base
詰ま
line.
りやけど助かった。
And he'll reach first safely.
I know it wasn't pretty right there, Dan, but that has to
相
frustrate
手
the
から
pitcher.
したら最
Leadoff
悪や
guy,
な。
anytime he gets on, usually creates a problem.
Hey, you know what, D-Row, it's especially tough when you get as late in the game as we are right now. Anytime you get that leadoff guy on and have that pitcher start pitching out of the stretch, it always puts more stress on that pitcher pitching out of the stretch.
No hits to this point. Throw over to first, and he's back in standing. Bishop aboard here at first with nobody out. Here's a late swing and a miss, strike 2.
All you want is the leadoff man to get on to start a big inning, maybe get a big rally going to claw your way back into this ball game.
Tries the slider to ring him up, but he lays off 1 and 2.
That's a great take right there. Great pitch recognition to let that one go. Opposite-handed, that's coming across the plate. You might think he got a shot to stay inside that one.
Even count, 2 balls and 2 strikes. Working for the punch out and the offering. Ground ball to second. This could be 2. Throws in time, and that's out number 1. At the plate now is the designated hitter, Dylan Moore, singled in his last at-bat. Ready to deliver. Here comes the first pitch.
あ
High
あ、どん
pop
詰ま
up.
りや。
Walsh camps under it, and he's got it for out number 2. So back to the top of the Seattle lineup, digging in, Evan White. He homered earlier and is 2 for 3 to this point. Big swing, but he just gets a piece of it. Strike 1. Here's one that misses high. It's 1 and 1. Tried to crush that ball, and now perhaps needs to shorten up with 2 strikes. The 1-2 is a wave and a miss. He struck him out. Mariners leave 1. They trail 5-2. At the plate now is Jose Iglesias. And to start out the inning, it looks like they've decided to stick with the same reliever out there, Dan.
They have, Matt. I think the way he pitched the last inning kind of inspired that. But it's not uncommon for relief pitchers to have troubles after they sit and watch their guys swing the bat a bit. We'll see if he stays as sharp as he was before.
Into the corner and slicing foul. The windup and the 0-2 pitch.
うわー、また打たれた。
And there's a base hit on the line. Legs churning. He's headed for second. And he's going to get to second now with nobody out.
When you heard the crack of the bat, you just knew that was going to get down for an extra base hit. Great way to start an inning, that's for sure.
いやー、ここでトラウトか。
At the plate, Mike Trout.
嫌
As
な
he'll
感
look at
じ。
a breaking ball that misses for ball one. He could really use a
打
knock
て
here.
ない
0
とは
for
いえ
3 in
めっ
the
ちゃ
game
怖い
so
な。
far.
う
Hit
ーっとこ
softly on the ground to third.
ちょどん詰まりやなこれ。
And the throw to first is in time. One
助か
gone.
った。
So one away now for the Angels in the seventh. And the next hitter will be the right-handed bat of Anthony Rendon. As he'll send a ground ball down to third. And there's out number 2.
珍しいな。
Now to the
3
plate
番
here
4番
is
がサー
Jared
ドゴロ。
Walsh. 2 base hits, both singles to this point. And that's in there for strike one. And there's ball one. 5-2 our score as we play inning number 7. Count moves to a ball and 2 strikes now.
あー、そう間に合うか。よいしょ。
And that will conclude matters here in the 7th. Angels leave 1. They're still out in front 5-2. Mike Mayers has been summoned from the bullpen as he'll do so to start the 8th. New inning set to get underway, and now it'll be the catcher, Luis Torrens.
The catcher, Luis Torrens.
First delivery to him. Oh, and a hearty cut there to begin the at-bat. It's 0-1.
Hey, either this hitter needs a cup of coffee or he was sitting off speed right there.
Off the plate and in, hits a ball and a strike. The 1-1.
よっしゃ。
And a dive, but it's off his glove, and that should go as a base hit. And he'll reach first as they can't make the play on him.
Up next for Seattle, the left fielder, Sam Haggerty.
To the plate now, Sam Haggerty. And he'll probably send it in the air out to center field. Trout coming on. And he tracks it down. Nice play for the first out. So a runner at first now with 1 away. And into bat next to third baseman Kyle Seager. Ty France will come on to pinch hit here in a big spot. From the stretch, here's the pitch. In the dirt here. Throw is up the line as it gets away.
面白いことするな。
We're in the 8th inning now of a 5-2 ball game. Hit sharply on the ground to the left. And that's through into left, a base hit. The throw home.
あ、やばいやばいやばいやばい。
Oh,
やばい。
his throw
あ
is
か
right on target. He's out at the plate.
間に合わんか。
He's trying his hardest to help his guys get back into the game, but this time he had no shot.
完全にアウ
Applaud
ト
the
や
hustle,
な。
but the decision was a costly one.
Now time granted here at the plate as he'll step out of the box. Donnie Walton will look for some two-out magic here as he'll pinch hit
も
with
う
two
ちょい
gone
足
and a
早
runner
か
at
ったら
first.
入ってたな。
He's set. Here it comes. A swing, and this one is
Oh.
blasted to right field.
Dunker.
Nothing's gonna stop
Wow.
it. And that one is gone. That one is gone. A two-run blast to straightaway right field. As they pull within one here, it's now a 5-4 game.
You can just see the wheels turning in his mind on the mound out there. I was cruising, just needed one more out, then give up a single and a homer? Goes to show you, you can never take an out or a pitch for granted in this game.
The batter, number 3, shortstop, JP.
So now to the plate, J.P. Crawford. As the first pitch misses to him, it's ball one. His career numbers against this pitcher, just a couple of matchups, no hits in 2 at-bats. Chased a bad one there, 1-1.
Hey, if he's going to get swings and misses at balls up and out of the zone, he's going to continue to go there.
Pulls this one into the air out into right field. Fowler has a read on it. He handles it easily, and the inning is over. But 2 come across to score in the inning, courtesy of this 2-run home run. On now to the bottom of inning number 8. It's the Angels 5 and the M's 4. Ty France is going to go ahead and stay in the ballgame and play third now. Donnie Walton will stay in the ballgame now as he comes on to play second here.
Walton.
Bottom of inning number 8 set to go. And coming forward, the veteran outfielder, Justin Upton.
The left fielder, Justin Upton. First pitch on its way to Upton. As he takes a cold strike at the knees, it's 0-1. Tough one to call there, but it's ruled just above the zone. One and two now. Into the windup and the pitch. Right side, but it's going to be a foul ball. Still 1-2. Now here's the pitch. Takes this the other way to right, and that's in for his second hit of the afternoon. So it's a good start for the Halos as their leadoff hitter reaches base. Now batting, catcher.
Hey, pitchers, you better start taking notice of this guy. He better be circled on that lineup card because he's on fire. That's his second hit of the ball game right there, and I don't see him stopping.
He's going. Suzuki as he'll pick on the first pitch and line one back up the middle, and that's a base hit. And now they'll have runners at the corners to start off the inning.
Hey, that's a beautiful job of executing a hit and run right there. Pretty interesting. Must have known he was going to try and get over the heart of the plate right there with something, either fastball or something off speed, because he was going to glue 0-0.
Rafael Montero comes on now in an awfully difficult situation as there are two on here with nobody out. Stepping in now, Albert Pujols, as he will take strike one on the fastball here. No balls and a strike. He's working on a 1-for-3 thus far. And Albert swings and misses. Good rip at the fastball, but it's 0-2.
The offensive approach here is simple. You know the pitcher's going for the K, so set your sights middle of the plate. And then
ああ、取れんかっ
Despite being down 0-2, he delivers anyway with a big base hit. And the insurance run comes across to score from third.
Dan, that's a huge insurance run right there. Has to feel good as a hitter right there to not only get a ribby knock, but to give your team a little bit of breathing room.
It does, and it makes your pitcher go out there with a little bit more free and easy frame of mind instead of going in a one-run game where every pitch is so important. You're one pitch away from a solo tying the game up. That's not the case now.
As he'll look at a fastball in there on the outer half, it's 0-1. So far, 2 for 3 in this one. Here comes the 0-1. Ball 1 as the changeup misses well off the inside. Suzuki over at second. Pujols on at first with nobody out. Liner toward second.
ああ、また抜け
And
てい
that's
く。
through into right field for a base hit. And there's one down now.
おはようございます。寝てましたか。
Looked to be a base hit to the outfield, but then all of a sudden the throw
そろ
comes
そろ
in
で
and
も
they get the
ブチブ
force
チ
on
な
the
るん
plate.
ちゃうん
To
す
be
か、こ
honest,
れ。
that just can't happen.
大丈夫そうか。また打たれまくりですわ。
Standing in now, David Fletcher. He'll send the first one he sees on the ground to second. There's one on to first as they get the double play to get him out of the inning.
ま
Angels
た
get
点
just
入
the
った
one.
な。
Raisel Iglesias comes out
こ
of the
れはや
bullpen
ば
to
い。
shut things down here in the ninth. All set to start the ninth in this one, and at the plate will be the speedy outfielder, Braden Bishop.
Looks like a tall order trying to tie or take the lead against this guy who leads the league in saves.
何言ってんのかわからん。日本語入ってんすか、
Oh,
それ。
pretty healthy hack that time. It's 1-1.
日本語対応はしてん
Sure
すか。
took a healthy hack that time.
Man, hard to understand why a guy who runs so well would take such a big hack like that one.
Had him fooled there as this is lifted in the air out to left center and shallow.
あ、落ちた落ちた落ち
In
た落
there,
ちた。
a base hit.
あ
Oh, and the
あ、
throw's
対応
wide
は
as
して
it
るん
gets
すか。
by him at second.
対応してるけど、アホなので何言ってるか。
Stepping in next,
シナリオが変
and
なんです
Dan,
か。
what's the plan of attack here for the guy on the mound?
Well, I think they have to go right after him. He's
Center.
pretty unlikely to take you deep, but if you allow him to get on base, the chances of him scoring and tying this game become a lot greater.
Kyle Lewis will come on to pinch hit now with a runner at first and nobody out. From the belt, the pitch as he lays off a fastball too low for ball 1. Drilled right back up the middle. And there's a base hit as well as that's into center field. 2 straight hits to kick off the ninth. Trout's throw will come in too late. He's in there at third.
Danny, how frustrating is this right here? First and third, you got problems all over the
Boy, you
place.
come right out of the dugout, right? You're starting an inning fresh. You're expecting to have a 1-2-3 inning. You look up, and all of a sudden, first and third, nobody out. It's time to make some good pitches.
At the plate, Dylan Moore as he connects on the first pitch with a fly ball to center. Catch made in center. Here comes the runner from third. But not in time as the run scores and the lead is trimmed to
さあ、あと
1.
1点。
Now back to the top of the lineup. Stepping in, Evan White. He'll be looking for something he could drive into the gap and drive home that tying run from first. And he puts it on the ground to second.
終了。
Barehanded for one.
さようなら。
First, a double play, and with that,
残
the
念
ball
でした。
game is over.
Hey, we were
最
really
悪
treated
の
to a good one
ダブ
today.
ルプレー。
Bottom of the eighth proved to be the difference, though, and a good job here in the ninth to close the book on this one.
And tonight's one-run game comes to an end, 6-5 the final. The Los Angeles Angels took the lead in the second inning and rode that until the very end. Griffin
アホみ
Canning
たいなこ
wins
と
his
言う
third
て
of
る
the
から。
season. Lejeune Newsom worked only
さいな
3
ら。
innings in the losing effort. Raisel Iglesias wraps it up for the save, his
いや、
21st
大
of the
谷さ
year.
んとこ
So
強いで
that's
す
a wrap
ね。
here tonight. For Mark DeRosa, Dan Plesac, and Heidi
さ
Watney,
す
this
が
is Matt
1位やな。
Vasgersian. You've been watching MLB The Show. For more, find us on Twitter at MLB The Show.
大谷エンジェルス1位ですからね。すごいな、素手で掴んでる。鈴木さんに打たれましたわ。これでまた3連敗か。借金がまた増えてきたな。やばいな。これ最下位争いになってきてる。もうほとんどないじゃないですか。これ1ゲームしかない。この2チームだけが抜けてるんですけどね。11.5 ゲーム。借金13か。いやー、強い。パッケージに出てやるから、最強にしろ言うたんやろ。あっちゃー。あと1ヶ月か。まだもうちょいですね、オールスター。ホームランとオールスター。よっしゃ、さあ、終わりましょうか。やっぱメジャーもおもろいですな。負けるけど。さあ、では。こんなゲームあった。あっちゃー。